Yeah, thank you, Reshmin. So, as is tradition, it's the officials up there first, led by tonight's referee, João Pinheiro from Portugal. The president of UEFA, Alexander Seferin, as always, is going to give out the medals. It's been interesting, Ali, while Karen and Glenn and Reshmin were chatting, just to see some of the Tottenham players, and there are quite a few of them. It's hit them hard, this. I mean, Papsar in particular has been sat down on the ground for a long time contemplating. I mean, there was a hell of a lot of disappointment out there because they got this trophy in their grip for a large part of the game. I agree with what Glenn said. They were fantastic for a lot of this game tonight, Tottenham.
Oh, without doubt. But darn, the professional footballers, they've lost a final 2-0 up with 5 minutes left in the clock of a 90. So you're going to be absolutely devastated. Yes, we're in agreement they can take lots from it, and so they should, because Glenn's spot on. For vast periods of the game, they were more than enough for PSG. They were a better team, in fact. But that doesn't take away the disappointment of losing 2 goals and losing the game in pens.
So Christian Romero, as the Tottenham captain, led them up there. There's Pedro Porro, who scored his penalty. Mickey van der Ven, who scored the first goal of the match tonight. There were lots of big individual performances, weren't there, in the Tottenham team? When we think about the 2 wing-backs, Spence and Porro outstanding, Bentancur and Sarr in midfield, fantastic performances. Richarlison led the line superbly well. I mean, you can go through the whole Tottenham team. So many positives and pluses tonight for Thomas Frank to take into the weekend and then beyond.
I don't think they're the minus, all the players that performed tonight. I don't think they're the negative. Every one of them performed. When we were sitting talking about it there, you could have had 4 or 5 different players of the match in white jerseys from Tottenham. They were excellent. So Thomas Frank, well, listen, Thomas Frank will be disappointed as his players will. But once he gets back in, on that plane, back home, they'll sit and watch the game again. They'll say, look, we have given the best team, arguably, in Europe. Well, not arguably, definitely in Europe. We won the Champions League. We've given them a proper match, and we're extremely unlucky not to lift that title. So come on. And the biggest plus might be the shape. I heard Glenn talk about the shape. They were so comfortable for 60, 75 minutes until Luis Enrique changed it, put a number 9 on and brought 2 wide boys. That changed the game.
Well, there he is, the serial winner, Luis Enrique, leading his team up onto the podium. The all-important date is that the draw for the Champions League phase, which is on the 28th of August in Monaco, the final in Budapest at the end of it all to wrap up the season on the 30th of May. There's Nuno Mendes kissing the trophy. His all-important penalty decided the shootout. Vitinha missed, which is not like him. Lee with that big goal 5 minutes from time to give them the lifeline, and then Dembele crossed for Gonzalo Ramos. And what about young Chevalier, the goalkeeper, Lucas Chevalier? First game for PSG, first win for PSG, saved one in the shootout, and he gets a medal.
Yeah, fair play to him. Second goal aside, I thought he had a very good evening. I mean, he had an incredible save, actually, just seconds prior to the Tottenham opening goal from Mickey van der Ven. I thought it was a tremendous save where he got across, he got Paulina's hand up to the crossbar, so he can be very happy with his night. Doué's
just gone through. All he knows is winning trophies since making the move from Rennes. There's Kvaratskhelia, frustrating night. Bradley Barcola. There's the man that sent it to penalties, Gonzalo Ramos, receiving his medal. And then right at the end of the line is Marquinhos. I mentioned he got 34 trophies in a glittering Paris Saint-Germain career. Well, you can now make it 35. And the European champions pick up where they left off, picking up a trophy here tonight in Udinese. The best team in Europe has won the Super Cup, and the captain has the trophy, Marquinhos. And the teammates are there. And the super team from the Parc des Princes has won the Super Cup. And we say congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, PSG lifting yet another European trophy. Weeks after winning the Champions League for the very first time now, they are now the only French side ever to lift the UEFA Super Cup as well. What a year it's been for them. 2025 has been near perfect for this side. They had to fight all the way in the league phase to get to this point, and now they are the ultimate team to beat in the continent. Who is best fit to actually challenge this side, Karen?
Oh,
I know, I'm putting it on the line here.
Barcelona. I think, you know, Barcelona, I think their Achilles heel was just a defensive kind of mindset last season, wasn't it? But in terms of going forward, they had everything. So, like, I think you have to be respectful of that, and I think Barcelona could push them.
For me, depending on what Liverpool do in the transfer market still to come, and I'm hearing what I'm hearing, if it does happen, wow, they're going to have some squad. I would say Liverpool might be the ones to beat. But Barcelona...
What are you hearing, Glenn?
I'm not only hearing what you're hearing and what everyone else is hearing, but
Mine are just the voices in my head. What are you hearing?
No, but
if
they get who they're trying to get to the club, then I think they will go very close.
Yeah.
You know, they look a very good side now.
Just a word on Lucas Chevalier here, because, I mean, this was not a great game for this young boy. Thrown in at the deep end. Donnarumma, a serial winner as well with PSG, frozen out. He will be the first person who's relieved to win this trophy, right?
Well, I think it was just a mistake, wasn't it, for the second goal. He probably, well, he will look back and think I could have done better, but at the end of the day, he did well in the penalty shootout and made some good saves in the first half, to be fair to him. But you obviously always look at the major moments of any goalkeeper, and he will be disappointed with that. But ultimately, look, they've got the trophy in their hands today. I do think, you know, Spurs were the better team for 80 minutes. Ali was right until Ramos came on in the centre forward role. It gave him a different kind of option, but they're full of quality, and look, they're only 6-7 days into coming back into the group. They've had time off after the Club World Cup, but you know, they're definitely ones to beat. But I still think, as Glenn mentioned, it'd be great for the English teams to really bridge the gap, because I thought last season was a bit of a gap. So that would be exciting for me to see that, but I still have got my eye on that Barcelona young team. If they can get a defensive structure right, I think they could push these guys.